Stellar Blade is a pretty fun game. Didn't care too much for the story, but the combat was super fun. I decided to go for the platinum, and now I'm going to talk about it. Before we get into how that was though, some things to note. First, I'm not going to go over every trophy, as some are easy enough to where I would really struggle to talk about them in any great detail. Second thing is that I'm not going to go in depth on any story spoilers whatsoever. Yes, the game isn't very long, but some people don't have as much time as I do to play games, and that's okay. With that said though, let's get into the game. And I guess we'll start with my first playthrough. Now what I like to do with any game really is go through it once without looking up guides or anything, just for my first run, so I have my own experience without worrying if I missed anything. I did get about half the trophies though. For example, I got the boss trophies, except for the behemoth because I missed it because it's not part of the main story, it's like side quest related. I'm pretty sure anyway. I got most of the combat related trophies except the one for using burst skills, and we'll call it the special mode for avoiding spoilers. I was also only 12 enemies away from killing the 1500 enemies trophy, probably because nearer the end I just started running and sneaking past enemies where I could, just because I didn't want to fight them. None of these are especially hard if you are specifically going for them, it's just that I often didn't use the moves and stuff of the ones I missed when playing through normally. With all that stuff that I didn't end up doing on my first playthrough, you may be surprised that I did the most thrilling activity of them all, fishing. This didn't really take that long, only struggled to get one, and that was completely down to chance. Luckily you don't need to get every fish, so you can stop if you want, and stop I did. In fact, I only got the fishing trophy now because I was doing all the side quests as I was going through the game, and there's some related to fishing. Or at least I thought I was doing all the side quests, but as it turns out, I actually missed all 3 of the side quest related trophies, and I didn't realize the point of no return was relatively early. The PS5 tracker only showed like 60% through the game, so I didn't think there was any way that was the point of no return, but it was. I also had no side quests left at that point, so I thought maybe you come back after that part and you get new side quests, but not so. I would of course figure out later what was going on, and I will save that for when we get there in the video. Now the game has 3 endings, but it does that annoying thing where 2 of the endings can't be gotten in one reload cheese as they're tied to the Lily Affinity progress bar, which I had no idea was a thing until my New Game Plus, but apparently it's tied to certain side quests, which as I said, I had done all that popped up so I couldn't get the non-maxed version. But I did get the other 2 endings without showing it. It's kind of crazy to me that the boss on what you would more consider the bad ending is way cooler than the boss of the good ending. Am I the only one that thought that? I would love to know if other people thought the same thing. After that though, I got into New Game Plus and zoomed through it as fast as I could. I did the easiest difficulty from this point on, just as sort of a victory lap for the game after I beat it on the normal difficulty the first time. Before hitting the point of no return, I got the remaining combat and upgrade trophies. New Game Plus resets the upgrade you can get from corpses, but still gives you the benefits, so that's extra helpful. I also figured out why I never finished the side quest lines. It's tied to the little heart meter that increases when you buy stuff from the shops, which I never did on my first run, so yeah, that's how I missed it. And then I did those side quests. Behemoth was actually part of it, which explains why I missed it on the first run. Now at this point it seemed to me that you needed to see all the enemies again on the New Game Plus to get the enemy related trophy, even if the in-game menu showed that you'd seen them all, which is very annoying but not a huge issue as most were in the main story. Oh well, I was doing that anyway, who cares. Upon reaching the point of no return, I went on a collectible hunt for the cans, camps, and apparently I didn't have 200 boxes open either, so I went and did that as well while can hunting. I just used a guide for the cans and the camps. I probably could have done it easily because the in-game scan kind of helps you with it, but it would have took longer and I'm a busy boy. I did run into an issue however. You see, I had to not raise the Lily meter to get the remaining ending as I mentioned earlier, however the camps I was missing turned out to be in the area you only unlock if you've maxed the Lily gauge, so that was not good. What I ended up doing was making a backup of my save before the point of no return, went through and got the ending, reload and did the side quest to boost the meter to 100%, and then headed into the exclusive area and got the final 2 camps I was missing. Also at this point I noticed the enemy counter on the PS5 was at 66 out of 67, and I was really hoping I wouldn't need to do another full playthrough. I had to do another playthrough. Yeah, so apparently the Behemoth is one of the enemies that doesn't track properly if you first encounter it on a New Game Plus. Other people have had this same issue. What was annoying going through the new game on a brand new save is that you can't skip cutscenes apparently on a new game mode. Didn't know that. Why? Just let me skip the cutscenes if I want to. So I got back and beat the Behemoth again. Still no trophy pop. Alright, I thought. I guess I have to see all the enemies again. Not happy about it, but let's keep going. Then I realized I have to max out the Lily meter again, because there's an exclusive enemy in that area that you only get if it's maxed. If it wasn't clear by this point, I was so done with this game, and I probably could have waited for a patch to fix the tracker probably, but the game's not that long, I kinda want to just get it out of the way, you know? Eventually I beat the game again, making sure that I had defeated every enemy at least once, and the trophy did not pop. I'm just kidding, it totally popped, and the platinum was mine. Now, I did enjoy the game, and I enjoyed the platinum itself. It was only bad because it was bugged. Without the bug, I reckon I could have cut off about 10 hours. Now, normally I'm pretty good about not letting the platinum affect my view of the game that much. You know, if a platinum tends to ruin a game for excessive grinding or whatever, I'm pretty good at separating the game experience and the platinum experience, if that makes sense. However, this platinum was bad because it was bugged, not because of the platinum itself. And I think that's pretty poor form, as it's not the platinum that's the problem, it's just that it's not working as intended. Please fix it. I still do like the game, mostly for the combat, as everything else was just acceptable and fine to me. So what did you think of the game? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're down there, why not subscribe? It is free after all and it helps me out. If you liked the video, press the like on it, and why not check out my other videos? I have other trophy hunting videos too, and I think they're pretty alright, and you might also think they're pretty alright as well. For now though, I'm off, hunt them trophies, and I'll see you next time.